Hey, y'all. It's been well, I did my video for Leo and I posted it late, just like I posted my other video. I can't remember what time that one was for. But I can just look and say here. Okay, that was what I thought. Okay, so I posted Virgo late and I posted Leo late, but it's still up there. So today, YouTube, we gonna be doing Libra for September 23rd through October 22nd. Also, if you're just tuning in, give me a like, give me a share, a subscribe, show some love, give me a comment, anything, Tell me what you think about what I'm talking about, or if it helps you, or anything of the sort. All right? So, if you are new, or if not, for the first couple weeks, which I'm kind of probably going to be a little bit going into next week with Scorpio and Sagittarius. If not next week, then I'm going to try to do it today and just get it all out there today. Okay? And for the readings for the first couple weeks from last week and this week that we're ending in, the weeks, let me make sure that because I'm a perfectionist a little bit, but I'm trying not to be so much, so that's why things is kind of like disoriented on my page a little bit, but I'm gonna get it all together once, like I said, at the end of all of these readings. So for the weeks of October 17th through October 25th. All right. I believe that is what it is. No, I'm tripping, y'all. I'm tripping. That was only a week. Okay. So, okay. October 11th through October 25th. Okay, that's it. Okay. All right, I think, yeah. That's it there. So for these 2 weeks, that's the readings that I'm doing. For this whole beginning of the year to the end of the year, all the signs. And then a bonus one, auspicious, which will be after Sagittarius. And then that's when I will do a video for the birth charts and go down the line of all the signs. I will even try to see if I can find auspicious birth chart and see if I can put that information in there too. Plus I think that for Gemini, I said that if I get like a comment or a like or something, then I would do a reading on the planets and what I believe they all have a meaning of. So I'm going to probably do that, or I'm going to look at that video first and then get into the information of whatever I said I was going to do and then go from there. So for the first 2 weeks, I'm doing, excuse the background, I'm in a neighborhood where people be turned up all the time. Even at nighttime, 3 a.m. in the morning, okay? So, I'm going to do past, present, and future readings. And then that's for the first 2 weeks. And then for the next 2 weeks, I will be doing um, just present and future, and see what has changed or what I can give you on updated information. So, gods and goddesses and the universe, what information for Libra do we have to tell about the past? Five of Diamonds. King of Diamonds and Nine of Diamonds in reverse. I believe. Wait. No, it's in the upright. I apologize. Only one in reverse is a Five of Diamonds so far. Six of Hearts. In reverse. Six, nine. Seven of Diamonds, star. I think it's in reverse. 5, 6, 7. Ace of Swords in reverse. Ten of Hearts in reverse. Wheel of Fortune. Seven of Cups in reverse. Got 8 cards. If you're a person that sees 5, 6, 7 a lot in your chart, like in time or like around, I would look up those numbers and see what they mean for angel numbers. If you want, for each sign, if you give me a comment or something and tell me your sign, and you tell me the numbers that you see a lot, and you want me to look it up for you and just do a video on that, then leave a comment down below and I'll do that too. If you're a person that sees 7, 7 or 9, 10 a lot, then I would look up those numbers as well. A lot of times they are angel numbers that tell you something that you probably need to know or pay attention to that you have not been paying attention to. 4 of Diamonds in reverse and 9 of Spades in the upright. And then at the end, for past and present, we got the 3-card reading at the bottom, just for clarification. And sometimes it goes into the next reading for the present or future. But for future, we get the whole deck just to get a full clarification of what it is that you could possibly have in mind, as far as the many different options you have for your future, whatever way things can go. Okay, so we got the 5 of Diamonds. Now, automatically pulling this out, I had I got the idea of a fatherly reference, more than likely, because we have a what I call the Buddhist have 2 types of kings here. You have a father who is in your life because more than likely it didn't work out with mom, And he's responsible for you in making sure that everything is good with you, and make sure you have home, clothes, food, school, education, all of that stuff. But the thing is, y'all do not have a good relationship growing up. Even as a baby, as a child, and as a teenager, it's hard for y'all to get along because more than likely you probably remind dad of mom, or you look like her in some kind of way. Personality traits. More than likely, dad probably messed up the relationship. Um, Probably tested mom's emotions too much, and then took you away from her and threatened her with all types of threats, and then it just ended everything. So nine of diamonds. Um, we have this in the upright, and we also have it in reverse. So more than likely, as a child, you had plenty of opportunities to be a great child as far as opportunity wise. Um, you're like one of those kids that you see on Disney Channel or Nickelodeon, and they making bunches of money as a kid, so then they got their future in store and they great. But in this case, more than likely, you have a parent who is jealous of you and your talents and the things that you can do, and more than likely they were jealous of your parent as well, your mother. In the other cases, it might be because you have two parents. So it could be mom, mom, dad, dad in some people's houses, or it could be, mom is kind of dudeish and dad is feminine, and mom got left with you guys and left with Libra, or you know, something along the lines of a parent got left and is jealous of you. More than likely, you had an opportunity set in store that your other parent had in mind for you. And you probably don't even know anything about it. And today you know. More than likely, your parent that you're living with decided, well, I'm going to just go hard for my kid because I want my kid to know that I went and put the effort in behind them, and they only gonna know so much because of the fact that some parents are bitter and some parents keep the other parent away no matter if they good or bad, depending on the situation. Some parents be trying to do right and be in their kids' life, and some parents just be like, fuck it. And the other parent that for the parents that's trying to do right, they always just keep pushing them away and then making it seem like to the child that they don't want to be in their kid's life, but that's never the case. So we have the lovers in reverse, six of hearts. I see why. It took me a minute to finally get to this reading, and I see why. I always feel like it's like indications of, spiritual references, people getting in the way of things because they don't want something said that they don't want somebody to hear. You feel me? Okay, but the cards, they hear from the gods and goddesses and the universe. I am just picking and choosing and telling the story. I don't even know what's gonna happen until it happens. You feel me? So some things I can get an idea of, and some things I'm still a little bit trying to fill in the blanks. You feel me? I could just get an idea, and that's about it. So, like I said, parents probably were on and off, and you probably didn't even know a lot about their relationship. You just knew whatever one parent told you, and that was it, Libra. So, It probably put things in a very, very sticky situation for you, probably in the present day, Libra. And more than likely, it hurt the other parent to the core. And they probably did some things that they weren't supposed to do. So they can either be here to this day or just here in spirit at this point in time. Seven of Diamonds. Well, I think that there's some more to it, okay? Because Lovers in reverse. So your parents probably still had like a past relationship that was still going on, but nobody really knew about it but them two, and that was it. They had like a sneak and fuck type of situation going on where they would still see each other, but it was on the side. And it never had anything to do with the child, but the one parent wanted to see the child, but the other parent was just interested in just having sex, seeing the company of that parent, and then like telling them like, I want to be in a relationship with you. The only way that we can work this out or be in a relationship is, I'm sorry, the only way that we can do this and raise our child is if we are in a relationship. If we cannot be in a relationship, then you cannot see your child. So then it makes it difficult for a child to be able to have a relationship with their parent because of whatever the other selfish parent is feeling during that period of time. Okay, Seven of Diamonds, a star. So more than likely, like I said, you have plenty of opportunities to be able, Libra, to be able to um, do many things with yourself. You are very talented. You probably were in sports. You probably can sing. You probably did poetry. You probably did many, many things under the sun. And you probably expressed yourself in in the biggest way possible. And it probably would hurt your other parents' feelings because they can see that personality from the other parent more so than they could probably see themselves. And I've always said most of the time, like I have my own sayings for people or myself. Children come in your life sometimes for a reason, whether you expect to have a child or not. And they teach you different lessons. And it's up to you whether you decide you want to listen to that lesson or not. And more than likely, it's something about yourself that you're hiding from. And your child is like a reflection of you and lets you see what you're hiding from. So more than likely, you probably would have a bad relationship with your child. We got the Ace of Swords here in reverse. A bad relationship for no apparent reason with your child because you see the person you were in a relationship with, but you only get to just have sex with them and then you're just done. And after that, and literally the parent is trying to still have this sexual relationship with you, parent of Libra, and just so that they can see their child, and still it's like not enough for you, and they're still able to be in your life, but they probably have other responsibilities because plenty of people out here, they got more than one person that they have children with, and they have more responsibilities than just this one person. And people are selfish. People try to take advantage of a person and take them away from a lot of things that they have going on in their life and make it seem like those worries are not for them to be worried about. regardless of the situation, if a person takes on that responsibility and they choose to take on that responsibility, that is up to them. You can't take them away from something they don't want to be taken away from. So we got the Ace of Swords. More than likely because of the fact that you are a lot like your other parent and you have no problem with it, and you love it, you embrace it, Libra. And more than likely, the parent and you have had plenty of arguments similar to your parent, your father or mother, whoever it may be. And it put you and your other parent in a position where you deal with them because they were there for you, and more than likely you grew up not knowing that the other parent was interested in being in your life because the other parent told you some stories. And because this one parent has been in your life and you've only seen one, it makes it difficult for you to be able to just see it like, okay, my dad or my mom, they were trying to be in my life. But I hear it from all these other people, but I'm not hearing it from the person that was actually supposed to be in my life. It might put you in a bad blood relationship with the other parent that's not in your life for no apparent reason. And that parent probably is hurt from it, and you probably would not know. And they probably wish that things could have happened a lot different, but situations happen for a reason. It teaches people a lesson, and sometimes lessons and karma can be the most crucial things ever that hurt you to the core. That selfishness is nothing good to play with. We got Ten of Hearts in reverse. Wheel of Fortune. More than likely, because of the fact that I've seen this in the upright and in reverse, you have ample opportunities to still be able to be great, be this person that has a lot of qualities that they can build and be great from. But because of one parent probably only letting you just do so much, the one that's been consistently in your life, you feel like I can only do so much because they probably took those opportunities away from you, and they probably made it seem like it was so hard for you to be able to accomplish anything that you're trying to accomplish. And you probably could have went far in life with each and everything that you've done, whether it be sports, music, arts, any type of thing. Someone got in the way of it. So we have the Seven of Hearts. Like I said, you get 2 steps forward, and then for whatever reason, it has nothing to do with you, you get 2 steps back. But because it's in reverse and it happened when you was a child, don't let that continue to get to you, because we got the Nine of Spades here. I think I'm going to just pull all the rest of these cards out here and just go from there, because I feel like they all have something to do with one another. Oh, excuse me. So, we got Seven of Hearts in reverse, Nine of Spades, excuse me, in the upright, and 4 of Diamonds in reverse. So, I believe that more than likely you are a child, Libra, that did not get into any trouble. And the only reason you will get in trouble is for something that probably didn't have anything to do with you. And you probably got in trouble for stuff that was like stupid. And you were just that child that, for real, you're like a goody two shoes. Whenever something was wrong, you put it in place. And the person that is your parent, they did not like that. They are probably that jealous person of you and your parent, the other parent, and in disagreement of in disagreement of what you are trying to do with yourself. So they try to change you. They try to make you be something that you're not. And it's a really, really crucial period of time when you're young to figure out who you are, what you want to be, and come up with goals as far as what type of person you want to be like and how you're going to get there when you get older. And you probably were that type of person. And you did all of that. You created goals. You probably had this so called close relationship with your other parent, and they made it so that you could be comfortable with them to speak to them about any and everything. And you probably shared the goals with them. And like I said, for other people, it's difficult to share with others your goals because some people, they do their best to try to tell you things or get in the way in some kind of way, shape, or form of whatever you have that's going for you. Now, I'm going to just say do your best not to continue to share that information with your parent anymore. A lot of times we get disappointed and sad because we want to continue to still keep our parent in our life, and they made it seem like they did so much for us, but we were their responsibility. They brought us into this world, so it is their responsibility to make sure that we do what we need to do to get where we need to be as adults once we get there. And it's their responsibility to make sure that we learn the things that we need to learn to be that good adult. Now, a lot of times it's hard for that to happen because parents is being lazy and they only trying to do so much and let school do the most of the work, basically. In school, they only are there for educational purposes. They teach you about work life, the different times that you go into school. You got a bell system, and that teaches you to be on time to work. And then you have classes. You sit with a teacher, you learn and you understand. At work, you learn the job and you understand what you need to learn. Now, this is just one opportunity for you. That's why you can either get a job after you get out of school, or while you're in school, or go to college. And a lot of times people don't want to go to college. But some parents, they still try to push you to do it, but they don't give you that good motivation, that good spirit. You know there's a Gerber Life plan for children where you can build up this money once your child turns 18, and then once they turn 18, they could take that money. They could either live the life that they need to live as far as getting apartments or going to school, whichever they choose, paying school off, or whatever they choose to do with that money with their life. Now, the idea is to get an apartment and learn how to be responsible. Parents are supposed to teach you how to be responsible with home finances. Math teach you about finances, but they only teach you so much. Everything is a combinational effort, but parents only do half. They do half of the work. They teach you how to clean, they probably teach you how to cook and watch kids, and that's not all they're supposed to do. All right, so we got the 3 card reading at the bottom. Okay. Another king in reverse. Okay. So the ace of spades. The ace of spades in reverse. So, okay, more than likely you still having this same situation going on. Like I said, it can go into the present day reading. Well, the clarification of past, you still having the same stuff going on, even in present day, probably as a teenager or as a young adult. Or if you're elderly and you still have your parent in your life, God bless you. Um, you probably still going through that as well. Um, I would just say, like I said already, keep them out of your life. Don't let them continue to try to control you. Parents are big on controlling you. They feel like you are obligated to do things for them after you grown. No, that's not the case here, honey. We not about to be doing that. I'm grown, you take care of yourself, I take care of myself, we live our lives and we good. And that's it. Another king. I believe that this is more of a clarification on you being able to be mature, grow, and do what you need to do for self so that you don't need to keep having this energy anymore. And you're very capable of it, and more than likely you have gotten to the point where you've done all this arguing and you getting all this information from people around you, and it's like one against many. So then you're just like you're trying to figure it out because you've been with this one person all your life, and then now once you get older and you start to try to make more decisions for yourself and who you want to be around, who you want to get to know in your family, is probably taking a toll on your relationship with the mother or father that has been in your life consistently already. And it's probably, you probably were at a point where you were still kind of iffy about if you should trust what other people should say or if you should not. And this probably got you in a position where it's hard for you to trust people because you have this one person who's been in your life all this time and you feel like, okay, they took care of me, they made sure I was good, they made sure I'm here, I'm living, I'm eating, I'm surviving, and basically like it's to the point where you only probably trust what that one person is saying. And that's not really good for when you get out there in life. You have to be able to at least have a little bit of some type of trust out there for people. Otherwise, it's going to be hard for you to be able to make something out of yourself. And then you kind of just walk around and have this fake energy towards people that you don't even know or probably understand that you have, Libra, as a child. And it puts you at odds where you have relationships or friendships that you probably build a good bond with, and you're all in the moment, and then for whatever reason you might have an issue that comes about between the both of y'all, and it causes y'all to have a temporary bump in the road. And then you go to your parent and you ask your parent for advice about it. More than likely, your parent at this point, they have nothing good to say to you. So they're going to tell you the worst advice ever. Leave that person alone. If they ain't got nothing good to say to you, then don't fuck with them. Don't talk to them. Don't even be cool with them. So that puts you in a position where you have nobody. You only have her or him, and that's it to listen to or come to. Now, what are you going to do when that person is no longer here? That's going to put you in a position where all you can do is spiritually you praying to them, and that's about it. And you asking them for guidance, in which they still gonna probably give you that same guidance, which is nothing good, nothing positive at all. And here, boom, we had the queen. We had the king of spades. Now we got the queen of spades. Okay, so like I said, mother or father reference towards a Libra as a child. More like, okay, I say more than likely a lot on here, but I think I just got in the habit of saying it. But either way, this probably has to do with the family that you come from, and you spent more time around. You probably believe in everything that this family has to say, and only that side. So if you've only connected yourself to this side of the family, and you've probably tried to find things in yourself that are similar to this side of the family. But like I said, children come in your life to teach you different things. And more than likely, you are in your parents' life and that family's life for a reason. That family has probably shunned the crap out of your parent, and you are now a reflection of that. And as an adult or a teenager, you probably don't even see it like that no more. But that is definitely the case. This probably makes you feel hurt because you would like that other parent to be in your life. And more than likely, that parent is either unable to be in your life, or they just don't want to deal with the problems. No matter what age you are, they just keeping a distance and staying away because they have been through so much with the other parent, to the point they're just like, shit, I keep trying to be in this one single person's life, my one child, and it seems so difficult. It seems so hard. It seems like it's impossible. So fuck it. This puts you both in a position to be depressed. And you probably don't realize as a child why you are depressed, why you some children, they gotta go through counseling, taking medicine, and all types of stuff. Just because of the fact that the other parent wasn't in their life and they wanted them to be, but they hearing all these stories, but a part of you just out of instinct feels like, out of natural instinct, natural intuition, you just know something ain't right. Something is not being told to you that is correct, but you don't even know if you believe yourself, which is the problem. Okay. So we gonna do a little bit of the flick of the wrist for present day read, okay? Okay, gods and goddesses in universe, what do we have to say to Libra about present day? Interesting. Hmm. I really want to set these down, but then again, I want to like put them back in and reshuffle because it's just like we was just looking at these cards here, and then we got this one. So it just gives me the full indication that to this day, you are still going through the same things, and it's in reverse. So more than likely, you're to that point where you have um, gotten older, realized some things, and moved forward in life, moved out, did what you need to do as far as seven of spades. As far as figuring out a way not to be around that parent anymore because you care about them, you love them. You feel like you should. And um there's nothing wrong with loving people and caring about them. But like I've said in the past, you can take what you want and and it can resonate with you or not. But sometimes people you have to just love them from afar. Keep them out of your life. Say hi and bye to them and that's it. Check on the post. That's about all. You don't have to repay them for being there for you because they took too many opportunities away from you already. Even throughout your life, you even seen it as a child. And at first you probably believed that maybe this is just maybe this is just how things should be for me. Maybe this is just how life goes. And that's it. That's never the case. Look, this card back on there, but it's upright. Parents are nosy, y'all. Parents are freaking nosy. I know everybody can freaking uh vouch for that. I always said for me with my children, I'm gonna be different from any parent I've ever seen. I'm not gonna do all the same things that I was raised up by. Maybe some, but not every single detail that was what they showed me because I didn't believe that everything that they showed me was correct. Now when it comes to cleaning and cooking and stuff, okay, that's 101. You feel me? Lesson 101. But when it comes to you watching your siblings or something like that, like, unless you voluntarily want to, then boom. But I'm not going to be putting my child on another child and taking that opportunity for them to be a kid away from them. That's not fair to them. Okay? Eight of spades in the upright. We already had the nine of swords. Now we have the eight of swords. Okay. And we have six of spades. And we have jack of spades. Upright in reverse. Seven 7 of diamonds, 6 of diamonds. We have 2 sixes here. Before it was 2 sevens. It's kind of like 6, 7, 8, but like all reversed. Well, here that goes again. 2 sevens again. 7 of clubs. Somebody poke my eye. Disrespectful. All right, so we got 5 cards here. We have 6 cards out already. So, look, we got another card that came out. 2 cards that came out again. 11 card reading. This was like another reading. I think it was Cancer. I'm not sure. We have the 3 of Swords. And the Upright. The Queen of Spades again. The 8 of Hearts. 6 of Hearts. And the World card, Ace of Diamonds. Now, because this is the 11th card, if I get an extra card, then I'm going to just use it as a clarification for whatever I may need to say that I haven't said already, that may have to do with this part, the present day, the past, and maybe even possibly the future. So, World card. As a child, you probably feel like the world is against you. Even growing up, you probably still feel the same way. And that is not the case. The world is on your side. The world is here to be able to give you different opportunities to be able to have at your feet. You know, back in the old days, I always be saying this, like, to people or myself, like, technically, before we had all of these beautiful things, this home, no matter where it is, what it is, or where it's at, you got a home. You got a place over your head. Some places ain't always what it's cut out to be, and then you move. So that is totally up to you, and if you are able to do that. And some places, some situations, my brain totally got off track. So, okay, the story. So, I always say to myself, back in the olden days, the first century type of situation, no cars, no houses, no materials that we got now to be able to create roads, cement streets, sidewalks, all of the stuff that we got now today. And it was only animals Like, shoot, in the desert, you got camels. And then other places, if you blessed, you get horses. And these were the things that gave you opportunities to get transportation. Or if you were one type of person that you got lucky and you decided, hey, what if I created something that rolls? Something that moves without using your freaking legs. But in the beginning, you walked. They walked. You see people and you always thinking like with as kids, you be like, they got their Jesus sandals on. That's because them shoes was comfortable to walk in. And they got you from point A to point B. Even when your legs was hurting, your feet was at least a little bit comfortable. They had them walk miles. Now I know I'm getting preachy or whatever, but they had to walk miles with just their feet. And now we have the opportunity where we get public transportation, we got bootlegs, we got people that's driving without their L's, and they blessed like a motherfucker to not be caught by the police. And then we got trains, trolleys, subways, all that stuff. Everything here that we got to this day was invented years ago. If we didn't have it, we would just be on our feet. And there's people right now that just all they have is their feet. They ain't got nobody to call on. And if they do, they ain't got a good relationship with them. And so it puts people in a hard position. So to this day, people did what they were supposed to do to an extent traditionally. But like even to this day, like I don't know if everyone has heard too much about it, but as young kids like 14, 12, 12, 14, 15, around that age, once you hit puberty, you were set up to be with someone. And more than likely, it's a person that you are meant to be with, a soulmate, a person that you learn to be in a relationship with and work it out. And you have no choice but to be with this person, love this person, and be married to this person for the rest of your life. It's not like that nowadays. To this day, everybody in the world is spoiled in some kind of way, even the homeless people. We have the Eight of Spades. Like I said, with the past reading, you are probably looking at life and you just like at odds with how you should perceive things, Libra. Probably difficult to understand some things nowadays because you're probably to the point where either you finish school early or you dropped out of school or you're we're in COVID-19 now. So school is one way for people to feel like, they have guidance. They have something to lean back on to give them um, discipline for themselves because they don't understand how to. Now, I'm not sure how a parent, we have the six of clubs and the J of clubs. So it's like it's 6767. So if you see these numbers often, I will look them up. 666 is also here. If you see that often, look it up. It got something to do with something in present day that you're not paying attention to, that you have the opportunity to fix. Okay? So we have the Emperor in reverse and we have the Jack of clubs. Now, I believe that this has to do with the home and siblings. Uh, you probably are in a position where you are responsible as a young adult or as an adult for your siblings or some type of younger family member. And some people, they pay you for it, and some people, they don't. They just leave this on you and you deal with it, and I'll be back. You feel me? So it's in reverse for a reason because this is not something that is supposed to be happening. It's causing the home to be in the position where things are not going the way that they are supposed to. And your siblings are not getting the necessary care that they need to because as a child, you can only do so much. You get the basics, like say you got a baby in your life, your parent just had a kid, but they need to go back to work because bills, or whatever. And more than likely, this is just an opportunity for them to be able to finally leave home and they have the opportunity to be able to just do what they want to do and still be able to go to work because they have a child that's old enough to be in the house on their own and they can give this child the formula. They showing you, the parents showing you how to take care of a baby that ain't even your baby, and it's putting y'all in a position where y'all not cool. Y'all is not cool. You probably you probably want to make some plans. You probably want to do something with yourself. I'm pretty sure at any age, we want to have friends. We want to go see people. We want to be able to have a relationship with other people without other people getting in the way of it. If you get what I'm saying, like your parents getting in the way of you trying to be able to enjoy your life, family members getting in the way of you trying to enjoy your life, and they know exactly what's going on. They know exactly what you have planned. And they know exactly what you want to do with yourself. But they getting in the way of it. And some people, like yourself, Libra, you probably being nice and you just letting it go and you just like, I'm trying to just be cool and just let this shit, swipe off my shoulder, you feel me? But that is not what you need to keep doing. You are belittling yourself for doing that. You are putting yourself in a position to be unhappy because of of a person that is just out here doing them, probably screwing and just trying to have some time to themselves. And this is their responsibility. And this is their child. And they gotta take responsibility for what the fuck they did. I didn't lay down and create this child. So why I gotta be up in here taking care of it? Him or her? Tell me. Because I'm trying to figure it out. We got the 6 and 7 of diamonds. But 7 and 6 the other way. More than likely, you have opportunities right now that you can be focused on. But instead, you focus on something else. Because we also got the 7 of clubs in reverse. So like I said, it got something to do with a kid, whether it's a brother, sister, cousin, nephew, niece, whatever. A kid under you that you are responsible for, that you are not interested in being responsible for, but you're trying to be nice. Now, other people, they offer to you their help. And that is when you make the decision of, okay, sure, I'll take that help. Thank you. You didn't have to do that, but I appreciate it. And now they're like, oh, I did this, this, and this for you. So I'm going to need you to do this, this, and this back. Knowing damn well you the one offered it. So how the fuck you going to expect me to give you a solid back? This wasn't no favor for a favor. This was, you wanted to do it. You wanted to watch this child. You wanted to clean this house. You wanted to do whatever the fuck you offered to do. Next time, don't offer it. So, like I said, you have opportunities waiting for you. And you still have those chances to be able to do those things. But don't let these other people, and then we got the 3 of Swords here, make you feel like you don't matter. Because you definitely do. Shine bright like a diamond, honey. Like I said in the other reading. Do what you need to do for you and stop being humble for other people. They need to be humble for themselves. You can't save everybody. You can't be Captain Save a Hoe for everybody. You know, there's a lot of people out here that want to be like stepmom or stepdad of the year because maybe they made a mistake and they feel disappointed with themselves about it. And for whatever reason, they want to try and fix it with someone else or something else or whatever the case may be. They trying to fix it in another way. This is not going to fix it. Because more than likely that situation that you're putting yourself in was not meant for you to be a part of. It was something that happened, and yes, it is more than likely looked at as a blessing. But some things are not blessings. And some people, they keep you from your blessings. I'm going to say this last thing, and then I'm going to go on to the rest of the reading. Unless I feel like I got to say something else, you feel me? So, people more than likely, if you are a teenager or a young adult trying to get yourself together, you out here, you trying to hustle, you trying to grind, you trying to get a job. And then instead of getting a job, because so many people get in the way of it, they ain't trying to help you get a ride. They know that you young, you still trying to get up there. This is very new to you. You trying to figure it out. So then, because you don't figure it out, you go to what you know, boyfriend, girlfriend. You go to a person that you care about, you love, you get comfortable with them, and you come up and you have a baby. And then it puts you at a situation where you stuck. Because now you got this baby. And then your family, they put it on you like, you shouldn't have laid up. You shouldn't have opened your legs. I told you da 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 da. But you also told me to get a job. You also told me to go to school. But the only thing you helping me with is this child. But you didn't help me get that job. You didn't help me go back and forth to work. And you didn't help me with anything else. So basically, you telling me that it's okay for me to have this child because you're gonna help me get this formula, these diapers, and these wipes, but you won't help me get back and forth to work. What sense did that make? It don't make none at all. So then, now, you love this child. You obligated to this child. You responsible. And plus, you trying to probably do a lot better than what your parents did. But you can only do so much because you only have so much at your plate to be able to work with. Don't let what your parents doing to you affect you in the worst case scenario. We got some parents out here that they give their child the opportunity. Abortion is more than likely the worst thing that people could think about. You taking a child out of the world. But children, if you think about it, spirits do not hit that child until they are formed. A spirit does not conjure up into this baby until you know if it's a boy or a girl or not. So I say, fuck what these people talking about and do what you gotta do to get yourself in a position to where when you ready to have a family, boom, you got a family. And you got the finances in a place to be able to take care of that family. But until then, it's always going to be a struggle. And more than likely, the person that you're in a relationship with, it's not going nowhere. It's not going nowhere. It's not going in the direction y'all hope it's going to go. And it's not going to ever probably go in the direction that you hope it's going to go. Because for one moment you don't care about what everybody else is saying. And then another moment you worried about what everybody else is saying. So you putting yourself in a contradiction. You're putting yourself in a fucked up situation. Queen of of clubs. Don't be that person that be turned up all the time because you trying to numb yourself from the pain. It's a lot of people out here, you getting drinks, you getting weed, you getting all that stuff because it helps you feel calm. It helps you feel mellow. It helps you feel like, I don't have a care in the world. And this makes me feel so much better temporarily. You cannot suffer and just let that pain go away temporarily and it's going to be like that for the rest of your life. If you want to be in that type of position, then you ain't trying to go nowhere with yourself or your life. And especially if you have people in your life, Libra, from the past, whether it be parents, whether it be grandfather, whether it be uncles, aunties, cousins, If you see them doing this and they ain't went nowhere in their life and you want to be going somewhere in your life, then maybe you need to make some better decisions and change. And don't keep doing the same things that you seeing everybody else doing. Don't keep following in the crowd. Peer pressure, it is nothing good. It's peer pressure for a reason. You pressuring somebody to do something that they don't want to do, but it feels good for the moment because you used to it now. But when you first started, it don't feel so good. I have had my experiences, and whenever I had first tried something, it felt weird. It made me feel like, what the heck is this? And why is it making me feel this way? And then once you gotta keep going in and smoking it or drinking it, and then boom, it finally feels normal now. Don't be stupid. We got the 8 of Hearts and we got the 6 of Hearts. Like I said, I basically already described the reading. You got into a position, Libra, where you had a child and you gave the child up, aborted the child. You were in love with this person that you had this child with, but it seemed like it was the right person. But more than likely, you figured it out and it's not. Otherwise, that child would still probably be here. Because some people, in Libra's case, you are more than likely in that mindset where, with or without a child, with or without help, you're going to figure it out one way or another to get your money and get what you need to make sure that you got what you need to take care of your responsibilities. But some Libras are in this position and then some Libras are not. So we got this card again, but it's in the upright. 7 of Hearts, and we already had the 6 of Hearts. So this gives me the idea that you found someone that was like similar to what you think you want in your life, but there's some qualities missing. There's some things that ain't right all the way. So you probably are in a position where you grew up and you found somebody that is like what you want in your life. Like everything you want to the T. Like your soulmate, more than likely, most of the time, is that ideal person that you think about in your head. And you're like, damn. When you see him, you're like, damn. Oh, shorty cold. Like, damn. But then shit goes up and down, shit goes left or right, and things happen. But it's not like you can't, get better from it. And now you're in a position, growing up, where you see your opportunities, you learn from mistakes from the past, and you are figuring it out and ready to take the steps, make the goals to get yourself in a position where you are ready to be happy with yourself. Okay? Look, we got the 10 of Hearts again. This time it's in the upright. But like I said, opportunities. You feel me? So we got plenty of things coming for us. I can only imagine what future is about to say. It can't say nothing bad from this point because we done figured out all the bad. We could have some bumps in the road, but that don't mean that them bumps in the road is gonna stay there. Okay? So you got probably fortune, a lot of money coming through, a new place, probably a new car, um, a lot of new things that you hoping for, whatever you want to manifest, basically is about to come your way. That's what I'm getting at right now. You went through the saying started from the bottom, now we're here. So you started from the bottom and now you're here and you getting there. You just gotta take some time to be able to get there. Now some people it happens like that. Happens like that. Now other people it takes some time. It just depends on if the gods is working with you and if they messing with you and if they want you to have these blessings in this time span. We have the Ace of Swords in the up right now. So basically everything from the past is you realizing it, you understanding it, and you looking at things a lot different. And you're looking at people a lot different. And you like, maybe I do need to make some changes with people in my life and work on what relationships I have and what relationships I don't have. And go from there. And more than likely, the people that you have relationships with, and you're working on moving forward and leaving those relationships alone, is going to be difficult because people are going to be looking at you like, dang, that's kind of messed up that you going to leave me alone like that. And they probably know that this is coming. But more than likely, they don't want that to happen. A lot of people know that they got a good person in their life. But like I said, Ace of Swords. They going to be the reason that a lot of things in your life take longer to happen. Get all the negativity up out of there. And then that's when everything will just start whooshing in. Everything gonna come about. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna happen for you, honey. Alright, okay. Now, gods and goddesses in the universe, what do we have to tell Libra? Look, the cards are already throwing themselves out there. What do we have to tell Libra for the future? Let me try this one more time. Because what? I guess we got to start somewhere. Maybe you got somebody living with you. You got somebody living with you, Libra, that don't need to be living with you. They probably, they probably living off your riches. And they probably eating off of you too. Because they ain't got nowhere else to go. They don't got nobody else to talk to. They ain't got no friends. They ain't got no family. They just got you. But they could very well go back to their family. They just choosing not to. They still probably have some things to learn, Libra. So just keep that in mind if you and that roommate are having issues. Okay. It came back, but it was sitting upright this time. I cheated, y'all. So I ain't cheat. But I could just throw this on back in there. But I think that you figured it out. Because I didn't even know that was about to come back out again. Alright, 6 of diamonds. Again. That was a lot of cards. 3 of diamonds. I just feel like this still got reference to if you have someone living with you, a roommate, a child, someone that probably know what they need to do, but they just taking the lazy route right now. King of Spades. We got the Kabuki mask and we got 2 of hearts in reverse. Both in reverse, I believe. Yep, it is. Got 6 cards out right now, you guys. King of Diamonds. I feel like this Kabuki mask has to do with a king reference, but I'm not gonna get too deep into it. No, I'm not gonna do that. 2 of diamonds. I just think it's like a mockery of the king, basically. Just like the Buddhist. Now, everybody has their view on religion, but some religions you have every right to look at it the way that you do. Now, I have went in and I've learned about being Muslim because I always was like, why? People always looking at them like they terrorists and they not good people. Let me be the judge of this and let me find out. I know I sound like somebody mama because I am, but I figured out that people looked at me like I wore the hijab and all of that. I ate me some lamb. I sat in the masjid, celebrated Eid, Ramadan, and stuff. Like, I ain't never celebrated Hanukkah. I think there's one that's for Islam. I think that it is. Yeah, it gotta be. And I've come to a realization that they fake. They fake people. I learned listening to the prayers and just an understanding of the book, the Quran and the Bible. Like, the Bible and the Quran, to me, they are similar. Like, I haven't took the time to read the whole thing, but I've read through some, and I've also been to church, and I've read scriptures. I've looked at scriptures on Facebook, and I've heard plenty of quotes from scriptures, and a lot of them things in the Quran is like one and the same, but it's like one opposes the other. So it's just like, basically, this is the same religion, but one is supposed to be positive and one is like the opposite. Because with being Islam, you have to dedicate and sit there with your mat, your rug on the floor, and then the what is it, the bell that is supposed to be north, and you face in the direction of where it is, and that's the direction you pray in. And you spend most of your day and your time praying at specific times of the day. And then Ramadan is dedicated to you not eating for a whole month, and that is supposed to um well, you eat at a certain time. You have to eat like right before morning and right when it hit nighttime. Like at the crack of that time. And if you don't eat, you and at that specific time, it's slow for you. It's slow. You might as well kiss it goodbye. You gonna starve. And the whole point of it is so that you can show the God of Islam that you want to renew yourself and you want to repent for your sins for the year. So it's basically like, when you go to church and you turned up Friday, Saturday, boom, you listening to all the turned up hood wretched ass music, turkey your booty and all of that stuff. Grinding with the girls. And then you go to church and you say, "Thank you, Lord. Praise Him." And all of this stuff. It's the same thing. Same thing. In a different type of way. And then Arabic, to me, is like backwards English. This is the way I look at it. Because if you come to a mature age, I believe, you should start to understand certain things that people say. You can kind of hear like some people when they speak a different language, and it sounds, if you speak English, it sounds similar to what you think it might be. More than likely, it is what you think it is. Just saying. We need 2 more cards. Look at that. We got 3 of those. So, I didn't think this card was going to come out, but it did. So, we got 2 of spades. Well, we going to read it from the way that it, from left to right. You with me? That's my side. Okay. So, Jack of Hearts, King of Hearts, and 2 of Spades. So, I'm going to, like I said, do this last card with the clarification and then the 3. Well, no, not the 3 card, but the whole deck reading. More than likely, it's going to have a reference to something later. I'm just slide it in the deck somewhere and see what happens. But currently, I believe you're having conversations with people. You are preparing to figure out what you need to say to each and every person in your life going forward. And you know exactly who's been there for you and exactly who has it. And who has it to give when you need and who doesn't. And most of the time I will say it's not all about material things. And it's not all about if you homeless, who gonna have a place for you to stay. It's not all about that at all. Because that's simple. You can pay somebody. It's people out here, straight strangers, on Facebook and shit, on Craigslist and all of that. Some people, they go along with it. And that's a place for you to fucking stay. It's a place for you to pay rent and live, and you don't know this person. And more than likely, they only be wanting for some places, depending on how much the rent or the gas and electric and stuff is, they only be wanting like $200-300, maybe 500 to six at the most. Just for you to rent out one room, and sometimes they got their own amenities where they want help with internet, and you can go in the refrigerator, get whatever you want to eat, as long as you continue to keep paying for whatever they paying for. And you could probably come up with a list or something, and you know, you eat it with them. So it's not always about where you stay or who you stay with, because anybody can do that. That's easy for a lot of people, as long as you determine to actually come out with some money. And just because you stay with them for free, that don't even make a difference either. But nowadays, a lot of people, they struggling. So ain't nobody trying to let you stay for free unless it's a person you in a relationship with. So, as I was saying, for two of clubs, it's people that you gonna have these conversations with. They gonna try to tell you, oh no, I'm gonna do good. I'm gonna change. You ain't gotta worry about none of that. I'm gonna try to calm down all this arguments and stuff. We not gonna have no more. Probably a relationship you moving forward from, and you know that it's not the right person that you need to be in a relationship with as well. And sometimes it could be a girl girl or a girl boy or a boy boy relationship. It don't matter. You know what's right for you. So don't continue to like humble yourself for a relationship that you know ain't going nowhere, or friendships that you know ain't going nowhere, or family relationships that you know they just trying to keep you in the same position that you in right now, just so they can keep seeing your beautiful face and keep hearing your beautiful voice, and you telling them what they should do and they not doing it. You can't keep trying to help everybody out, because not everybody is for the good. Not everybody is for the good. Okay? And if they want to be and they choose to be on their time, let them do that on their time. And if it was meant to be, it'll come back. Simple. If it was meant to be in your life, it'll come back. Or it'll still be there. Y'all could continue to have a text message relationship, but maybe only so much to be said in those text messages. Maybe not even any text messages at all in some cases. So, the way that I'm seeing this, because the kingdom came out first and it was in the upright, and then I flicked cards, and then I told um, a good and a bad from it. The way that I see this is we got two types of Libras here. We got a Libra that could go down one path, and Libra that can go down another path. So if you think about it, the Wizards of Oz. I'm pretty sure people have seen that movie or the play, or they have an idea of it. They know the gist, basically. So you got your one road where this is great. This is great opportunities. We know where we going. We get in there. Things is good. And then you got the other opportunities where shit is just like that. Why? Why I have to go like this? You ready to crash it? Now, either you can continue to be depressed as shit, or you could be happy. You either got the person that you in a relationship with or you're roommating with, and more than likely they got the money to go on about their business, but they just, they comfortable. So they don't want to leave where they comfortable at. They want to stick around. They want to see what's about to happen with you. They want to be in your business. More than likely, either you could go down one road or the other. Your house can be going, it has to do with home. It has to do with home references. Whoever is in your home, whoever you let walk through your home, it makes a difference. Because your home is, I believe it is your aura. It is your sanctuary. It is your place where you walk around. A lot of people walk around naked. A lot of people walk around, you clean the floor, you eating, some fall, it's your business. Whatever happened in your home is your business, okay? So, some people, they nosy. And this has to do with the kingdom. And they want to see what's going on with you, Libra. They see the people in your life and they jealous. Or, it's like a soap opera to them. They get to see like what's about to happen next, because they life boring as shit right now, and they taking that opportunity to still live in an immature, childlike mindset. While you're in a position where you're ready to mature, move forward, and do big things, but they still trying to keep you in that little kid mindset. And they hoping that you're going to stick with them because y'all might be besties, or you might be in a relationship with a person that could be like potential soulmate, but not exactly who you are meant to be with. I believe that there are multiple different types of people that are images of who you would like to be with, but they aren't exactly like who you want to be with. And they can probably have similar personality traits, but they can also have personality traits that you just like, I don't know about that. You might need to go on to the left, you feel me? And then you got the person that you either may know or may not know yet, that you're just like, I love this person. And I love everything that they do. It might be one tiny thing or a few things that we can work on that's irritating. But other than that, we'll be straight. We'll be cool. So, if you want to have that life with that is only one person that is meant for you, then be with that person. Or leave the other people out of the picture and focus on getting where you need to be until you and that person come together. Because more than likely, you can find your best friend soulmate. You can find your boy best friend soulmate. And you can also find your soulmate you supposed to be with for life. So, it's just up to you which road you want to go down. Best friends, friend, it's like Friday. Friday, TGI Friday, everybody excited because it's the end of the week. It's turn up time. We about to do whatever the fuck we want to do. Friend, fry, Fri. And then you got end, so it's the end. Okay, friend. Friendships are not always meant to last. Especially if you get the vibe either from the jump or at some point in time at all that, I don't know, this might not be what I need in my life. Okay? Now, it might be a point in time when y'all, rejoin each other and y'all in better position. But sometimes it don't always go down like that. 6 of diamonds. We already seen this before, and we have the 3 of diamonds. We also have, just to throw this out there, King of diamonds, the 2 of diamonds later on down the road. We have 2 of hearts, 2 twos in this reading, and 3 kings. Also the kabuki mask. So it's like opportunity probably that we will speak about later on. So right now, you have, like I said, opportunities. I'm probably just like telling it all and just showing the cards at this point. I just kind of got an idea of things because that's natural for most people, and I preach it a lot because I just believe that positivity is the way to go. Things that you want to do, you can do them. But like I said, 3 of diamonds. You got 6 diamonds, 3 of diamonds. So you got the whole you and then a partial position of you that you probably still holding on in your life. Like I said, we got 2 twos, so half. You got the young mindset of you, the childlike version of you, and then you got the maturing, learning and growing version of you. Now, more than likely, like I said, you are probably getting in a position where you having a hard time with leaving these people alone. And it's becoming hard to have these conversations because it's just like, dang, I don't want to hurt their feelings. But sometimes you got to think about your feelings and how people make you feel. And people will give you that sob story. Like, dang, this is crazy. You really gonna do this? Like, damn, or they gonna argue with you like, you want some motherfucking bullshit and all that stuff. One way or the other, it just shows you right there, like, well, I see this is not going to be going in the direction that I want it to. That will give you the understanding that they is not on your level, okay? Move on. You are here and they still hold on. Wait for me. You know what I'm saying? But they ain't quite making it like at the time period you trying to do things. King of clubs. For whatever reason, I think I need to also get out 2 of hearts and 0 to the kabuki mask. Um, this gives me family reference. As far as mom, dad, and sibling. Not everybody needs to know what's going on in your life. Sometimes secrets are good to have with certain people. I look at this mask and I see it's in reverse. Also, this is in reverse. And this is probably in reverse as well. But God's goddesses give me the indication in the universe that it is in reverse. Or even if it ain't, these two are. And they not on your side right now as far as you growing up. A lot of parents, they have a hard time seeing their kids grow up. They have a hard time with having the realization that they kid about to be out here in this world doing their own thing, and they ain't gonna need to hold nobody's hand no more. And they ain't gonna have that hand to hold on to. Parents look at you like you a baby. And they don't always, even some parents be always saying, you always gonna be my baby. You gonna always be that little baby that was running down the hallway and your little feet just pitter pattering on the floor and all that stuff, telling you about your past that you could probably give two craps about, and you don't even want to hear about it. And you trying to be like, dang, I'm trying to lay that alone. You see my face, you see my body. I don't look like that little baby no more. My age is not 2. It's 22. Thank you. Okay? So, parents are fake at this point to you, Libra. And you understand that. And for whatever reason, I see this and I see grandma, grandpa, aunties, uncles, great grandparents, cousins. Leave them alone. I guess in the beginning of your transition of moving forward in the future, you got it set up like you gonna take this and it's gonna go in the domino effect. That's the way that I'm getting that. So you gonna start from parents to grandparents to aunties to uncles and either erase them off of social media, take their numbers off, bid them adieu, whatever the case may be. And family and best friends is probably in your book as the first to go because they just creating too much mess. They all over the place. And you not feeling that. They claim they got love for you, but they don't. It's a selfish type of love. Like I said in another reading, people know when you have good opportunities coming to you. It's just going to take a lot longer because you taking that time to be in other people's faces and letting them be in your face. So if you want them to be a part of your blessings, well, now you're going to have to work 10 times harder. Because now you're not only working for yourself, you're working for them too. Now, I'm not about to be a slave to my family. And I'm not about to be working for my riches for other people either. So I'm not about to be putting myself through 10 times more harder work than I need to. Especially for people that ain't even doing that for me. I don't care if you put a roof over my head and gave me some food to eat. Obviously you did it because either you was trying to be nice, you was offering, there was no good intent behind it, and it was just something to do because you felt like you wanted to do it, you needed to do it, and it was like that secure position to make sure that you got yours. You gonna get your little half. It ain't going down like that. Okay? It is not going down like that. You feel me? Look, we got the J of diamonds, Jack of diamonds. You already had the Jack of hearts. So this just got to do with, I believe, your siblings, because I think that cousins is just an extension of a sibling, for real. Cause think about it, your auntie, your uncle, boom, cousins, and y'all grow up together, boom, y'all like siblings, so boom, it makes sense. Okay, you're taking down the bullshit that's going on with your cousins and your siblings. They know that you got opportunity after opportunity, and you're not gonna let nobody get in the way. So in the process of dumping everybody, basically, you are in the position where you either figuring out what you want to do, for some people, for some Libras, or you know what you want to do and you taking the steps to make that happen, or it's already in motion, and at this point you just figuring out like, well, I just gotta get all of this out the way and everything else will come easy. I won't have anything that's distracting. Okay, we have the 10 of clubs. So at this point, you understand that you gotta be on hush mode with everybody, no matter who it is, unless you feel like whatever you say to them, they not gonna get in the way of it, and they won't be able to, because it's gonna happen regardless, and they ain't got no choice, and they know their position in your life, and it is what it is. We have the Eight of Diamonds. You are writing your future, and you are taking the time to do what you need to do to keep yourself good, keep yourself healthy, your body great, um, mentally, you doing what you need to do to make sure you are good mentally. You don't always need that medication to make you feel better, whether it be medicinal pharmacy medicine, or weed, or alcohol, whatever it is that helps you stay calm for that time period. It is ways to just take your time, relax, woosah, breathe in a few times, get some candles, relax, you know, have some incense. I'm about to get into getting my candles and my incense soon. Um, get a bath, take a hot shower. Some people don't like baths. Shoot, get you some tea, get you some coffee, your favorite drink, whatever the case may be. Find things that are different outlets in your life to help you feel comfortable, other than what you've already been doing in the past, because it's definitely ways to make yourself feel better without having to medically induce yourself to feel better. And don't be the type of person that eats up everything, because that's not going to help either. Just saying. We got the Queen of Spades. You probably have a person that's like still trying to talk their way into dealing with you, or still trying to make it seem like they interested in what's going on with you. They probably got hidden intentions, like probably a hidden crush, or yeah, more than likely is a hidden crush. Some females out here, some guys on down low, they probably look at you like you are just so cute and I'm hanging with you. Oh my gosh, and I get to look at you. Period. That's one thing that they just give a fuck about. That's it. And so they stick around in your life just to look at you because you pretty. They know they ain't gonna be with you. They might try to throw hints out there that they want to, but it's slow. We have the 10 spades. And like I said, it's people out here trying to talk to you still. But you ain't even on it. You just giving them the high and by treatment. You might check up on them, ask them how they doing with their life, what's going on with them, and that's it. You ain't telling them shit about what's going on with you. And if you are, it's a little bit of here and there. And if you feel comfortable, you tell them a little bit more. But that's if you feeling like you interested in continuing to have a relationship with them. There are some people in your family that you can look out for and rely on. Not look out for, but and rely on. Sorry, I didn't mean to say that. There are some people in your family that don't want you for anything. They don't need you for anything. They just care about being cool with you. And that's it. They ain't trying to get in your way. There are some people like that. I'm not going to be out here just saying like everybody just out for the bad. But just be careful. I'm pretty sure you got good intuition and good indication of who and what is good for you and what's not. So just do what you need to do. Don't listen to the chicken with their heads cut off. We got the sun. Look like it could be an upright or reverse. So it depends on the way that you are deciding to go. You are either choosing to look at the good in people and just be like, well, maybe they might be like, or you're just that straightforward type of Libra that just is worried about their business and moving forward and like forget it, fuck it. I'm not worried about what people are talking about. I'm doing what I need to do. I'm looking at this sun. Well, not exactly looking at it, but it's feeling great outside. I'm about to enjoy this day. I'm doing me. You feel me? And it is what it is. You got the Queen of Diamonds. You are probably in a position where you feeling like, shoot, ain't nobody else gonna do it for me right now. So why not have a moment to self where I'm enjoying me and I'm spoiling me and I'm getting myself my hair, my nails, some clothes, me a haircut, hairline line up, whatever the case may be, retwist. You spoiling yourself for the time being. Probably birthday coming up. Whatever the case may be. You doing you until further notice. You making sure you feel good. And there's nothing wrong with that. Just don't overly indulge, you feel me? This has to do with a Libra that probably has a child in their life. Um, some people, they feel like they are obligated to give everything, any and everything, to that child. Don't spoil your child, because they gonna grow up thinking that that's the way that everybody needs to treat them. So do what you need to do and not everything that you think that they might want, because they're not going to get everything that they want. You got to work hard for the things that you want. Even in relationships, you working hard for the things that you want. So don't teach your child that it's just going to come to them like water, because that's never the case. Maybe in another world, but not right now. Six of Hearts. Lovers in reverse. We probably gonna see the blue one soon. But right now, like I said, you were dealing with a person that you probably had some kind of relationship with. Whether it was you were together or you're just friends and you're just hanging out and doing things together, having sexual relationships together, or just seeing where things go, taking it like real slow. And if it doesn't work out, then it doesn't work out. And if it does, then it does. But you're not really pressed on it. So, yeah. More than likely, this situation is going to come to an end. And some people, you may have a child in the end of this situation, because there are people out there, they still want to see you, they still want to be in your life, so they hold on to you with the child. Now, it's up to you whether you want to be like your parent, or if you want to be like your parent and keep them out of that child's life and be bitter, or give them the child, whatever the case may be. Don't be bitter. Don't be like a bad person about it. So if that person wants to be in that child's life, give them that opportunity. Put boundaries in between there and just move forward from it. It's simple. More than likely, it's a girl or feminine boy. Queen of Hearts. For whatever reason, you have never had the problem of looking in the mirror and wondering how you feel about yourself. But nowadays, you are really, really feeling yourself. You are finding the love within yourself, and you are in the process of self-care, self-love, and focusing on your needs and what you believe that you deserve in your life, and you are making those things happen. So it's nothing wrong with that. Everyone deserves what they deserve. It is what it is. You may have Seven of Clubs. You may have somebody that you look at as a reference to a sibling in your life, whether it be someone that's related to you that you see as a sibling, because like I said, cousins are, like, the way I look at it, like a distant sibling. And then you got people that you create as friends, but you call them bro and sis. Um, there's two ways you could look at this, because I believe this is Gemini card right here. It's a two-faced kind of situation. Now, you have some people that are iffy, and you gotta be careful around them because you never know when they gonna switch up, and you never know when they gonna play you. So you might wanna tread lightly on any type of conversations because they being nosy right now. They trying to find out some shit, and they know that they could probably get that information out of you. So don't tell them shit. Don't even ask for any advice because you know what you need to do. You have the good instinct to be able to figure it out. So you gonna be cool. And then you have the good sibling, family related, that could probably be trying to tell you some things, third person wise, and trying to give you some details about, what you need to know in your life that's here to come. And you're going to be cool, so be calm. We have the Ace of Clubs here. Like I said, it got to do with a person like a bro or sis that ain't got the best interest for you in any way, shape, or form. So just be careful with what you say. Have a calm conversation. They probably gonna be on some shit where they gonna test your patience and get under your skin. So don't let them get under your skin if they're gonna do that, because they know that you probably not trying to really talk. You probably trying to do you, chill, be in your own bubble, your own world right now. Do what you gotta do. If you gotta work or something, do what you gotta do and stay in your bubble and keep it simple. And that's it. Like I said, it's in reverse. So they ain't got nothing good to say. And you probably understand it. Because if you are a spiritual person, there's more ways of understanding things than just one. And if you one track minded, then you struggling right now. We got the Seven of Diamonds. Okay. Seven of Diamonds. Shine bright. So no. Okay, so things are coming about for you. Things are going in a good direction. You seeing some progress here. You making steps happen. You feeling great. Keep it up. This was in the beginning, and now it's in reverse. So more than likely, you have now figured out how to get moms out the business. And Nine of Swords, and y'all ain't even having no more arguments. Because there's nothing to argue about. There's nothing to say. I'm not telling you anything, and you're not telling me anything. More than likely, y'all got to the point where y'all ain't even on the phone no more. Sometimes that shit happens. You might want to still check up on them, make sure they still here. Ain't nothing wrong with that. But other than that, sometimes it is what it is. Ace of Clubs. We got the World card, Kim. This time, you are not looking at the world like it's against you, because it's not. You have your understanding that the world is here for you to do what you need to do to make yourself feel happy, appreciated. You know, it's plenty of opportunities in this world. There's plenty of places to be, plenty of places to see, plenty of food to try, and so much more. It's all here. Just make it happen. That's it. We are now not going through what we were going through as a child anymore. We got the Eight of Swords here in reverse. Okay? And it's seeming like things are happening for you, okay? Things are in good spirits, in good shape. You not looking at things like what the fuck anymore. It's cool. It's good. No problems here. Three of Swords. Now, like I said, we have bumps in the road here and there. There might be a time where something didn't quite go the way that you would hope. Just know that it's not the right thing for you. More than likely, it's a job. There's a difference between job and career. Now, unless you gonna take the time, like I said in another reading, I think it was Pisces. If you're gonna take the time to be in that job and work your way up for however long you gotta work your way up, or keep begging for a higher position, the longer you work, that's up to you. If you think that you could get to this higher management, you ain't gonna be to the ownership, but you gonna be like to the point where you could run a store or something. I guess if that's what you want to do, then that's what you want to do. But I'm pretty sure you know that you are capable of more things. We have the Ace of Cups. More than likely, you have figured out that with this job, you've done all you needed to do at this job, and you moving forward from it. And you don't need to keep working your life away. You got the money you need to accomplish the careers that you would like to accomplish, and you got the clout probably to be able to do so. So just do that. Make it happen, Captain. You got this. Don't let nobody or no job hold you back from your dreams. Especially if you got the income to be able to hold yourself up like you need to. And you gonna be straight. I knew we were gonna see it, but it's in the upright. So this is ample opportunity for you to soon, within the next, I want to say, 3 to 5 months, it's going to take that amount of time for you to be able to do what you need to do and get to where you want to be so that you can find the person that you want to be in the relationship with. And be soulmated, start somewhere. It could be in that span, or it could take, I don't think it's going to take longer, but I think it'd be like between three to 6 months, around there. So pace yourself. It's going to take some time to be able to get to where you need to be or want to be in your life. But trust and believe things are going in the direction you would like for them to go. Boom. You're not listening to the bull no more. You keeping the bull out your ear. You're not listening to the pillow talk. You're not listening to the crying. You're not listening to none of that. You're taking it in. Okay? Alright. That's it. And moving on. Simple. Libra, I just feel like you just the most straightforward person so far that I've done a reading for that's not as complicated as what's going on in the world for other signs. I haven't done Scorpio and Sagittarius, but me being one and knowing some, but it all depends on what's in your chart as well. So, who knows? We're probably going to figure it out soon, though. I've got the energy to do the reading, so I think I might do that. Okay, so we got the Ten of Hearts in the upright. Opportunities, opportunities, opportunities. Okay? You got plenty at your feet. Plenty. Okay? Don't let nobody tell you nothing else. I already said it earlier, and it ain't no different now. You have Three of Clubs. I believe that there's nothing getting in your way. Nothing that is negative, no conniving energy, no hateful energy. You probably got to the point where you around other people that have your best interest at heart, and they working with you to get you where you need to be. When you get into some businesses, you look into what is it? Like, I can't even think of the word, but you look into people that you can buy bulk of items from. More than likely, they doing what they need to do to get money. So it ain't no friend relationship. It's a business relationship. And if people are serious about their craft, they're going to do what they need to do. Just know that they ain't going to have no positive attitude about it. So just keep that in mind. They're going to have something to say or think, and you just go on about your day, sell your product, and do what you need to do for you, and that's it. Fuck what they talking about, fuck how they feel. It is what it is, okay? 10 of Diamonds in the upright. If family is on your mind and you're curious about it, or you have a family and you're wondering if the person that is to come in your life is okay with what's going on with you and willing to take you for what you have in your life, more than likely, if they weren't meant for you, then they wouldn't. They wouldn't accept anything in your life. They would just be straightforward, and they will let you know. Or they'll work with it and see where things go. It all depends. Someone won't be happy about it though. Probably the person that you had the child with. They'll probably be jealous because they know what they could have had with you, but they weren't taking you serious enough to do what you needed them to do. So now they disappointed that you gonna be with the person that you really excited to be with, and they gonna be on the sidelines as just baby mama, baby daddy, and it is what it is. Y'all gotta raise this child 18 years, and then y'all go on about your way unless it's something that is dire needed for your child. And if you do everything that you need to, then you probably won't need to continue to deal with them anymore at all. Or if your child is more trusting of what you are saying than what the other parent is saying, and they know both parents and they know what both parents have to offer, then they'll have a clear understanding of who is right for them and who is not. And it ain't gonna be just gifts that you could just buy your way out of. You can buy your love from your child, because it don't work like that. So we have the 5 of Spades here. In reverse. I believe that you are having a turnaround of situations going on where, like I said, things in your life are going in the opposite direction. And it's not going in the way that things were going in the past. It's changing completely. And it's some things that you probably never even expected to happen before. So just know that there's a lot of things that's going to surprise you in your life. We got the Jack of Spades, sorry. Ooh. That came out of nowhere because there's no possible way I felt tired. But now all of a sudden, after this card come through, the energy from this I'm getting is a person is lazy. And they claiming they ain't got nowhere to go. They claiming they ain't got nowhere to stay. And you're the only hope. I would give them a 30-day notice. They got to figure it out. There's plenty of places they could be finding a new place to stay at. That other room could be used for something else. If you have family that you want to have stay there, boom. If you want it to be an office, boom. Whatever the case may be, you could turn it into whatever. But that person is not, they not trying to have your back with anything, let alone bills. So I would just keep that in mind. Just move forward and leave that person to figure out what they need to figure out. Because it ain't up to you no more. You ain't they mama. So 6 of Clubs. Once you figure that situation out, Emperor in the upright. Once you figure that situation out, things will go as planned. Okay? Things will go in the direction you want to for your home. It will be in a position, like I said, with the Kingdom in the upright. It will be in a position where things are going in the direction that you want them to go. Your home is able to be decorated the way you want it to. You can finally probably put things in your home that make you feel more happy and comfortable and more uh, in a position where things are the way that you want them to be. So just, go in the direction that you feel is necessary. Five of Hearts in the upright. I believe that the person you're in a current relationship with right now, if you are having a child with them, more than likely they make it seem like they want to be a part of the visits for the hospital checkups and stuff, and they want to, you know, just be around and using the child to be able to do that, and causing you a little bit of some confusion, and probably late to the appointment, probably taking forever to leave you alone after the appointment over. Just stuff that is going to be draining. Um, so I would just say, do what you need to do to get in the appointment, get out the appointment, and don't continue to have a past relationship that you're holding on just just to fuck around. Find somebody else to mess around with, or shit, don't just be celibate, or get you a toy, something that's gonna put you in a position where you could be focused on the right things, because sex ain't always important. Your needs being met in that sense, it can wait until the right person comes along. And if the right person ain't here yet, that's what I said. Get your toy. Keep it simple. Don't be all over the place again, because you finally get into a place where things are moving in the correct direction. So don't let the distractions get to you, honey. Like I said, Five of Diamonds, we get the Five of Hearts. Most likely it's got the same situation going on with the person that you are either in a past relationship with, or you're about to have a child with. So just, be careful with it. They don't have the best interests at heart for you or themselves. And they're probably telling you a lot of things that makes you believe that they doing the right thing, or they gon' change and all of that stuff. But they not. Okay? I just got a feeling this person is an asshole. For real, for real. Undercover asshole. We got the death card in reverse. I mean in the upright, I'm sorry. So I just got the feeling, look at bruh. I don't think anybody in your family about to die, but I just believe that the past is in the past, and that's damn near your motto at this point. And you to the point where you starting to realize that this person is a liar, and they ain't got nothing good to offer And if they do, they steal. So, if you getting gifts, more than likely they're not paid for. Yeah. This just seems like you got I believe there's like a few different types of soulmates. You have good ones, you have the negative ones, and you have the besties where they could either have your back and be loyal to you as a sibling reference, or they just uh ain't meant to be in your life because they worried about the wrong things. So just pay attention to the different indications of the types of people you got in your life. Because I believe you understand and you know what's good. Okay, we have 9 of diamonds in the upright. I just think that uh with this one, I just still think it got reference to the relationship, and the relationship is really taking a toll on you. It's stressing you out. And you confused about the direction to go and if you should trust this person or not, because they probably comfort you and make you feel like diamonds, and they probably make you feel like, I'm just the most beautiful person, or I'm just the most handsome lit dude, and they just telling you what you want to hear. And they making it difficult for you to try to read and understand them, because they probably like act like one thing, and then they start to do something else when y'all not around, and then it kind of puts you at odds. Like, one minute when we around each other, things are great. And then another minute, I'm just like, who is this person that I'm talking to right now? Because they definitely wasn't acting like this when we was hanging around each other yesterday or the day before. Or once y'all have intimate relations, then it's probably like, well, all right, shorty, um, we gonna go about our business, and I'ma see you when I see you, or I'ma text you, and you just like, well, okay. You taking it to the chin. And Libra, you humbling yourself for a person that don't deserve you or your humbleness. Okay? Eight of eight of clubs. 9 and then 8 right after. I just believe that you've probably took this person to mama house, and mama probably gave you 5 stars for this person. Any other time, she'd be like, well, I don't know about this guy, and I don't know about this girl, and I don't know about, and maybe not, but for this person, she gives them 5 stars. Think about this on the 5 star chick. You a 5 star chick. Only good for sex. And that's it. Nothing else. Okay. So, more than likely, if you want to move on, do right to find your soulmate, the person you really supposed to be with. Um, don't continue to have relations with this person once y'all have your child just to keep this person in y'all child's life, because it's not worth it. Because more than likely, they not going to treat your child the way that you would like for them to treat them. They're going to do what they need to do, get the pool nanny, and then bounce. It ain't going to be nothing else. They telling you that they're going to help you with things that you need, and diapers, clothes, and all of this stuff. Parents probably telling you the same thing. Baby showers happen. More than likely, it's a beautiful situation, a beautiful celebration, Queen of Clubs. Mom probably setting everything up. This is going to be one moment in your life where you're probably going to be drained. You're probably going to be like, I can't wait for this shit to be over with, because it's just stressful. It's just doing too much. And it's not going in the direction that you would hope for it to go. So all in all, I'm pretty sure you want to go forward with the baby shower, and um, you know, have that moment with family. But it's probably gonna be like stressful. It's like wedding planning. You taking the time to plan everything out, getting all this stuff, food, cake, all of this shit together, just to then celebrate this moment between two people, and then it's over with. All this planning, stressing, bridezilla, and all of that stuff, just to get to the point where now we have come to an end and we got what we needed, and then that's all. Then you have this moment that people can just keep talking about, like, oh, you remember that baby shower? Oh, you remember their wedding? It was so fun. I remember that song came on and we were just dancing and we were getting it, and I was like so excited for you, and really they not. So just saying. 9 of Hearts, 9 of Cups. Once all of this comes to an end, you will have everything for that time period that you need. More than likely, you won't need for nothing, just because people want to make sure you know that they had your back, and they want to make sure that your child come out not needing for much, and that you don't need to really spend too much on anything unless you want to just rack up, because there's never nothing wrong with racking up on diapers, wipes, pull-ups, formula, and all of that good stuff. Four of Hearts. At this baby shower, people gonna be in your ear. These same peoples that you've been slowly working on leaving alone. Mom, grandma, auntie, cousins, uncles. They gonna be trying to tell you about their experiences, telling you stories about shit you don't really care about, and you gonna be interested, but you gonna just be worried about that food, for real, for real. So the food is gonna be what comforts you. Just saying. Three of Hearts. We got Four of Hearts and Three of Hearts. 4-3. It seems like things are like still partially in reverse because of this baby shower situation going on. And because of how annoying it was. But you get what you need out of it for that time being. And like I said, just because people do nice things for you, they decided, because I'm pretty sure, even if it was me, like, you send out your invitations, you let people know if you want to bring a gift, you can, but it's not necessary, or whatever the case may be, and for whatever type of situation you got going on. And you give people the option to do what they choose. So that is what they chose to do. They were not obligated and they were not forced. So at that point, you owe them nothing. And neither does your child. So don't let people start telling you shit in the third person. Alright? Jack of Clubs. I got the idea that for like friend, sibling, or cousin, it will be some disagreements because there will be probably a lag that happened, or this could be the path that someone else, a Libra, chooses, or just a bump in the road, disagreement, fight. So be prepared. Just saying, like, you could either walk away from the situation before it happens, or continue to get out whatever you need to get out and then move on. I don't really like situations like that. I just feel like, you move on from it and it is what it is. Ace of Swords again. So, once you get everything off your chest and everybody else, they ain't got nothing else they can really say. You probably get to the point where you thinking of moving away from everybody that you know. And so you could start over. And it's nothing wrong with that idea if you choose to do that. And if you want to focus on your happiness, then focus on your happiness, because other people are not going to. They're only worried about if you're here and you talking to them and entertaining them. So if you think that moving is a good idea, then do that. That's totally up to you. But don't just do it just for the fun of it. It's, if you have a child, then be careful. If it's just you and you ready to start over, you ready to start something new, uh this saying what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas is not true. So just saying. um do what's right for you and move where you choose to move. King of Spades. This gives me an idea like a relationship. Once the baby shower is over with, you are probably living with the person. This is probably for a Libra that is in this situation. Living with the person that you have a child with, or have a child with on the way, or thinking about family. Um, More than likely, things are kind of like shaky between y'all. So, um, I would just take some time to yourself, especially if y'all that type of relationship where y'all together like all the time, and just figure out something for you to be able to focus on. Don't just be focusing on, oh, we're so in love, and what people call puppy love or whatever. Don't hurt yourself trying to be with somebody that is giving you the time of day right now, but doesn't see a true future for you later on down the road. We got the four of diamonds. Um, I just see, caution. More than likely, it's people in your ear telling you about the person that you're dealing with, including people from their life, or just people you may be asking for advice with, that you know or you're close to. And if you know in your heart and soul, in your own intuition, that this is not something that you could see yourself going through 10 years or 20 years from now, then dump it. Move on. Simple. This person probably gives you a hard time about your appearances when you go outside, and makes you feel like you can't dress the way you want to, or wear makeup, or wear the lashes, or wear those shorts, or wear those sweatpants, or those skinny jeans, or those joggers, or those jeggings, whatever the case may be. They're probably giving you a hard time when it comes to you feeling happy and comfortable with yourself, because they making it seem like you something that you're not. So don't let a person make you humble yourself for a relationship that you know for sure is not putting you in a position where you want to be happy. A person will not control you. They will tell you what they think is best. And if you disagree with it, then that's up to you. But they ain't gonna hold it over your head and make you feel like a piece of turd about it. Two of spades. Um, for whatever reason, I just get the idea that the person that you might be talking to, depending on who the Libra is, they probably got a hidden relationship that you know nothing about. And you had a little bit of intuition feel that something could possibly going on. Something could possibly be going on. um cheating, or y'all talking and making it seem like it's just y'all two, but really it's not, for the other person that you're talking to. So I wouldn't put all your ducks in a row into this person, because they got hidden intentions and they're not being straight up front with you. It just reminds you of a situation you've been through before, and don't put yourself down that road again, especially if you feel like you deserve a better situation. This is not going to discipline you. You are capable of disciplining yourself, so you don't need somebody else to do it. Now, I was thinking this was gonna come sooner, but it's at the end. I just got a feeling that the relationship that you are in or holding on to currently is going to cause you problems in the future. This person is probably gonna know that you finding out some shit, and they gonna probably be hitting you up like, babe, it ain't even like that. I would not listen, okay? Because they just telling you some shit because you probably giving them the indication like, hey, my peoples is moving out, or you can come stay with me if you need to, or whatever the case may be.